Hey, ¿cómo se va, everybody? Bienvenue. Does that mean good morning? Hey, what bienvenue mean?
Um, good.
Good day or something like that? Good morning?
I don't know.
Well, bienvenue. It means good something. Just waking up here in the Ouachita National Forest, okay? And it's day 2 of our hike. Yesterday we spent the day walking about 8 or 9 miles. Made camp, we made a fire, ate some supper, all the stuff that you normally do on a camping trip. Today we're gonna do that again. So I slept in the hammock, and it's 40, probably about 42 degrees. It was the low. It's probably in the high 40s now. It's kind of nice. It ain't too cold. But about to get up and make a little morning fire. And we was gonna get up early, but you know how that goes. You don't never get up early like you think. So I mean, maybe some of y'all do, but not me. I sleep. I'm comfy. That's it. That's a wrap. So we're just gonna relax and pass a good time. Get that coffee out the tree. This is the campsite. You know, pretty good spot. Kind of small. Got a cliff right there. Perfect to fall off of in the night. It was really windy last night, as well as being kind of cold. And I didn't think it would be that cold, so I didn't bring an underquilt for this hammock, and that was a mistake. I should have did that. I should have did that. But we survived. Anyways, time to start the day.
What is going on? I got some nunchucks. Still green, that's why I don't want to break. It's like rope. Alright. That's a pretty good fire we got going. Now while that gets all stoked up and ready to burn, show all we got. What y'all call that? Tell me in the comments what you call this right here. Is it a stream, a creek, a brook, a creek, a bayou, a canal, a ditch, a gully, a river? This is the trail. The trail comes from that way. Well, I guess from either way because it's a loop. And continues on past that blaze down there. Yeah. Ouachita Mountains. Eagle Rock Loop is where we at. Again, we came in July. And it was hot, so we went home early. And now we come back in October. And it's cold and nice, so we don't want to leave camp. No bugs or nothing. Oh look, Amber's out. Say hello. You slept good?
I did sleep good.
That's good.
Surprisingly, that cold helped me sleep good.
Yeah. Anyways, this is what we doing. We about to get the coffee going, sit by this good fire that I made, and clean up my pack explosion mess and hang out. Pop! Just like that, we to the top. Oh, Eagle Rock Mountain. The vista's up there, but they got a bunch of people, so we didn't go. But you can see the view in my previous Eagle Rock video, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. This is what it looks like up here at the summit-ish area. The top of the trail. There's a spur that leads to the vista. Anyway, they got all these little flowers and stuff. Look at that. Baby's breath, is that what that's called? It's quiet. It was really windy yesterday, but it's not windy today. It's about 50 degrees. Chilly, but not cold. The trail goes that way down, 420 feet down, over a 0.7 of a mile. And man, it's pretty out here. Trees are changing colors. Leaves are falling everywhere. Amber's checking her text messages. So, you know, the rest of the day, our plan is to hike down along the Viles Branch section to the winding stair to wrap up our hike. Today's day 2. I didn't film yesterday because I wanted to just enjoy it, but we hiked long yesterday to get here. And we finishing it up kind of on the same section as the last video that I did on Eagle Rock, but the opposite direction. So you'll get to see part of it from both ways instead of all of it from one way. Eventually I'll make a whole loop video. But I think we got 6 or 7 more miles to hike today, and then we're gonna make camp, and then we're gonna do 2 or 3 tomorrow. And that's the plan, Stan. Ready, Freddie?
Yeah, now I'm cold again.
She cold. On the way down. tree step. Foggy, misty morning today. They call the Ouachitas the Little Smokies. Well, some people do. I heard it called that. And you could tell why. When it gets real sunny sometimes, it'll lift mist off of them in the mornings, and it looks just like the Smokies, but smaller. This is what we're working with. As far as the view goes right here, though, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay.
Hey.
You would be able to see that every tree is a different color if it wasn't so foggy. We came at a good time to see that. All the green ones are just pine. They don't change colors than pine trees. They call that non-deciduous. Non-deciduous, evergreen. Yeah, let's keep going down. Let's see what we can see. Look at the size of this rock right there. Golly. Talk about, that's a big one. Been growing right there a long time. Or maybe it's been shrinking and it used to be bigger. I believe these mountains here were formed a gazillion years ago over a long time by water washing out valleys from the sandstone and granite and stuff, just turning into infinity rivers and streams. I might not be right, but I think I am. A guy named Mike that I rode in a shuttle on the Ouachita Trail with told me that. So if I'm wrong, he's wrong too. Don't let it be you. Oh, that thing gone. A rolling stone with no direction home. Is that the right words? Oh.
Oh, could have been me.
Almost gone. Bye. I mean, like, you ain't gonna stop rolling if you go down there. That's for sure. I don't know if this camera is grabbing the scope of how steep that down is right there, but then you ain't stopping if you start rolling down there. Hopefully your best bet is to like hit a tree before you make it to the bottom. Oop, I'm tailgating, I better slow down. It's easy to gain momentum going down steep hills like that. Gotta put on the brakes. Oh. These rocks are loose. Oh goodness, they got people everywhere. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, that is at least the 20th person I've seen today so far, and we've been hiking for less than 2 miles. It's really good hiking weather though. 50 degrees, you joking? That's perfect. You don't sweat, but you're also not cold. Oop, we're at the bottom. At the bottom. We just jumped back on Viles Branch Trail, heading east for 3.5 miles. On our previous adventure, we headed west. This time we decided to not do the whole loop because we felt like camping more than we felt like hiking. We're gonna Probably get to camp pretty early today. I have a lot of time to hang out and do fun stuff. Looks like we gotta hop across this little brook. Is it a brook? Is it a creek? Is it a stream? Is it a creek? Is it a bayou? Is it a river? So many different names for these things. Boop. This big rock right here looks like you could take it almost all the way across. Probably stable considering, you know, the size of it. Well done. The water level is the lowest I've ever seen it over here. It's low, 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 low. Which is kind of cool because it's, you know, kind of chilly. If you ever been in deep water when it's cold outside, you know what I'm talking about. And that's an experience right there. Hey, ¿cómo se va, y'all? We made it to our campsite tonight. Let me tell you something though, it's a party around here. They got people everywhere. We in the winding stairs, the pretty part. And we walked past, how many campsites you said we walked past? Probably 6 or 7 at least. And every one of them had at least a dozen tents in it, okay? And then we found this one, luckily unoccupied, which I thought was the last spot to camp before the crossing. But then 3 people walked past with a dog and went camp 100 yards to our right. And then some girls came and camped. They camping in the river. I don't know what they doing. They must have a barge or something, but they like, anyway, so it's crowded. They got people camping all over. But we're going to make a good time out of it. We're going to make a fire and hang out and do all the kind of camp stuff that you normally would do when you camping. Oh, how about that, huh? Be the perfect time for a bear to just come out. Depending on how far away, that would be awesome or terrifying. It's pretty peaceful. It's quiet. They got just enough crickets chirping where it's nice, but not too many where it's annoying. I think they, look, you could see the little trout jumping in the river. I don't have a fishing license for this state, so we ain't gonna try and catch one for supper. Anyways, I'm gonna just check this riverbank out before it got too dark. Worth it. Go back to the campsite, pass a good time for the rest of the night. And let's go be that. Camp. Back to camp. Check out this dope configuration I got my tarp set up in. I tied that sucker to a tree. Got that high ceiling in there. Look at that. It probably ain't gonna rain, so it don't really matter. It's just there to keep leaves from landing on me. Yeah. Check the sleeping bag out right here. It's a handmade quilt. It's open at the bottom. Yeah. Then it cinches closed at the bottom like that. And you just slide yourself right on in. And I should have an underquilt under the hammock, but I don't. This is a liner that I made for it. You just shove yourself in there like a boudin, and it seals up all the drafts and adds a couple degrees of insulation to you. When I go to bed, I'm gonna lower this down off this tree and kind of keep myself a little bit more protected from sight while I'm sleeping. It's a nice little spot though. They don't really have bad campsites on this trail, honestly. They're all really good. This is a rotten tree right there. Listen how rotten. Boom. The calm, relaxing sounds of the river to soothe us to sleep. That's how it's done right there. Anyways, probably gonna relax by the fire a little bit longer and then make dodo. It ain't gonna be as cold tonight as it was last night, so I think with my foam pad, I got the Gossamer Gear Thin Light foam. It's like a little bitty, but it molds real good to the bottom of the hammock because it's flexible. So it kept me warm last night. R value is not high though. Don't put it, if it's gonna be cold and you're sleeping in a hammock, I highly recommend that you use an underquilt. I had to throw this little kit together last minute because somebody still didn't buy a tent, and she's using mine. But it's gonna all work out fine. Trusty old hammock and tarp. Taut, pitch taut like a drum. It's like a drum. Hey everybody, we just hanging out. It got dark. I'm probably blinding the people that are camping over there because this light is 1,000 lumens. But it's not really about the lumens. We having a good time. Are you having a good time?
I am having a good time.
Here's the status. Here's what's up. We camping. First things first, it's camping time. Second, it's dark. Third, tomorrow we have 1.7 miles to the car. A measly 1.7. Here's the critical stats. It's 52 degrees, roughly. Not too cold, not too hot. Feeling good. We got a nice fire keeping us cozy. I'm not even wearing my jacket right now. Pretty soon that's gonna happen though. Hammock camping again tonight. I discovered the 9-foot hammock. Although it's very, very light, it's too short. I need to put an 11-foot one, or I might not be as comfortable. That's about it. It's boring around here. We just sitting by the fire. So after a while, we're gonna make dodo and see what happens tomorrow. Across the river first thing in the morning. What's the opposite of bienvenue?
Bienvenue.
How you say good night in français?
I don't know if you're putting me on the spot. You should know this. Make the go?
Hold on. That means go
That
to
means
sleep.
go to sleep. Damn.
Buenas noches.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's raining again, and my tarp is all sagged because when I set it up against these trees, oh, I just woke up. When I set it up against these trees, I didn't think about the trees bending a little bit, and it was all tight and perfect, and then the tree bent like an inch. When I lay down in my hammock, it just flexed a little bit, and now my tarp's all set. But I ain't tripping about it because I'm still dry. The sun just came up. It's been raining for a while. I wonder if my friends in the river are still away. Talk about they sleeping in the riverbed, so hopefully they're alright. I'm probably not moving from this exact location inside the hammock under this tarp until the rain stops. All we got is 1.7 miles to the car. But the first thing we gotta do is cross the river. I don't want to do that in the rain. Plus it's kind of cold. So this is it. We're holding it down right here. How come it always rains when I go camping? Every time. You can't just have a sunny camping trip. Let me show you all. Yeah. Look, this little raccoon right here digging in my snacks. Oh, that's Amber. All the stuff. We hanging out because it's still kind of drizzly. But the sun looks like it's trying to come out. He's fighting for us. But it's breakfast time. It's a little after 8 o'clock. We're going to take it easy this morning. And then we got about 100 yards to the river crossing. I'll probably walk in my sandals from here. And then 1.7 to the car after that. Dry. Oh, was it in there good?
I watched you nicely fold it the entire time. And then
I lost it. I was gonna nicely
I-
fold
when you
it,
got to the
and then
end.
it fell, and I was like, "There's no going back."
I saw you. It's so funny.
I wanted it to be
Because
nicely
the whole
folded.
time I'm watching you nice and neatly just fold it.
It was my goal, but when it slipped out of my chin, I was like, I'm not fighting with this.
I feel you. It happened with the quilt in the tin earlier.
It's all wet.
It was so nice and folded, and I was rolling it up, and then one thing slipped, and then I was like, well, you're going in like this today.
Gonna shove it in now. May bless that.
Well, that's gonna be a wrap for this campsite. Let's check it out. I whittled this wizard last night while I was bored. I didn't finish it though. I probably should put this somewhere more inconspicuous. Anyways, home is that way. I didn't even put my shoes on. Well, I put these shoes on, not my real shoes, because we're gonna have to cross the river in like 100 yards. It's like right now. So what's the point, you know? You put your shoes on just to take them off again. Ooh. It's somewhere around 9:30-ish a.m. It might be later than that. I don't know. What a front porch to have, you know? What a nice front yard or backyard. The beach. The neighbors left early in the morning. The sun still didn't come out yet either. Kind of chilly. But it's nice. It's peaceful. We was watching some birds swoop down and catch fish out the river earlier. That was kind of cool. Anyways, we almost at the end of this adventure. Just a couple more miles of walking and a few hours of driving. 3 days we've been going. That's not too long. Ready, Freddie? Alright, we'll catch y'all at the river crossing. Why you did that? She's just starting rock slides over here. We standing on this cliff. If it goes, we going with it. Luckily. She's crazy. Just trying to find the easiest spot to go across at. I think it's right there. And then the trail goes that way. To my left? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got it. That looked, yeah. All right, well, roll my pants up and go on across. I gotta put an upgrade on these water crossing shoes though. These things soak up so much water, they get so heavy and they don't dry off. They're grippy on the bottom, but not really ultralight backpacking style. Huh? It don't matter. Go ahead, I'll catch the action shot. There she goes. Oh, she rolled them pants up exactly high enough. Talking about an inch. All right, off we go. Ooh, I don't know what she's talking about. This water's cold. talking about the water feels good. She's crazy. All right, that was easy. That was easy. That was about the easiest crossing I've ever done. I'm gonna put my shoes back on and keep walking. Then we're gonna be at the car in probably less than an hour.